Hi folks, it's John. I'm going to talk about a business policy. Not only having the proper policy to protect your business and to ensure that you have workers' comp and perhaps a commercial policy for your cars and your delivery people and cyber insurance, all those kind of things that we can cover, professional liability, all those things. But let's talk about something that is all too often true. And we'll just use a hypothetical story, but one that you can probably relate to. John and Bob, two guys that had a great idea, and they started a business when they were young, in their 20s. And they always intended to try to figure out what to do if one of them weren't around. Because to be honest with you, as much as John and Bob liked each other, they could never see themselves having to deal with a partner that wasn't John or Bob. And they had no real plan in place to resolve that issue. I love many of the people that I work with, but I couldn't possibly imagine having to deal with, let's say, 4 family members that now inherit the business, and every one of them's pulling and pushing in different directions. So you could have what is called a buy-sell agreement. Now, many people get a buy-sell agreement and they have a lawyer drafted and it's in place, but it's not funded. So what it says is, if John were to pass, Bob can buy the business. Bob put in 40% of the money. John put in 60% of the original money. So Bob has to pay John's inheritors 60% of the value of the business, which kept on growing, by the way. When John put his 60% in, it wasn't that big a business. But today, it's doing millions. And 60% of millions is a lot of zeros. But they didn't properly fund it. How you fund it is so simple. You have the agreement in place, but you know that you have to have X amount of dollars, and you can project that number out as much as you want to, but let's say 10 years. So today it's worth 2. You figure 10 years from now it's going to be worth $5 million. And 60% of $5 million is $3 million. Where are you going to come up with that money? That's your buy-sell agreement. Or are you going to have to deal with all 6 of John's heirs? You can fund it with life insurance. So John has a policy for $5 million and Bob has a policy for $5 million. So that way, if in fact either one of them passed or both, whoever they designate as the beneficiaries would get the money, so they'd be able to buy the business, pay it off, sell it, whatever they wanted to do. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people that wanted to do something and didn't. And every day and every year you get older, and that gets more expensive. So let's do something about that today. If you have a partner, or you're worried about how your heirs are going to be able to run that business, and you just want it to be able to have enough money so that it can be paid off and sold smoothly and easily, give me a call. We work on this all the time. If you don't have a lawyer, I can help you with that too. So let's talk insurance.